Let me ask you something. You've tried to get in shape before, probably more than once. Maybe you had a good run for a few weeks, maybe a few months, and then something happened. Life got busy, a trip, a deal, a family situation, and you stopped. And if I ask you right now, why did you stop? You'd have an answer ready. You'd tell me all about the schedule, the travel, the pressure at work. But here is what I've learned after 6 years and over 100 men just like you. Those are not the reasons. They are the excuses that fill the space where the real answers live. I had a conversation recently with a man, a successful, sharp, who stops for nothing in business. He came to me asking for a training plan, a new routine. And I asked him, what happened the previous times when you stopped training? He went quiet. And why didn't you find the training plan online? Why didn't that work for you? And he didn't have an answer. Not because he wasn't smart enough, he absolutely was, but because nobody's asked him the right question before. Then I told him what I'm about to tell you. My job is not to give you a training plan. My job is to help you become the kind of man who never stops. He booked a call that day, not because I sold him something, because for the first time in years, somebody's told him the truth. Here is what's happening to men at your level right now. 70% of high-performing business leaders report chronic burnout. 73% are overweight. 73% are sedentary. Think about that. The same kind of men who dominate boardrooms, build companies, lead families, are quietly falling apart inside their bodies every single day. And the cruel part, they know it. You probably know it. You feel it when you wake up tired, when your energy crashes at 3 p.m., when you look in the mirror and recognize the face but not the body, when your kids outrun you and you laugh it off, but later, alone, it sits with you. And it's not like you haven't tried. Keto, paleo, intermittent fasting, calorie tracking apps, generic gym programs, HIIT classes, personal trainers who gave you a plan and disappeared. None of it stuck. Not because you're weak, not because you lack discipline. You have enormous discipline. Just look at what you've built. The problem is that every single one of these methods was designed for someone else. Someone with a fixed schedule, unlimited time, no real pressure. Not for someone running a business, managing a team, traveling every other week, and trying to show up at home as well. So the question isn't why have you failed before? The question is why would anything different happen now? I'm going to answer that, but first I want to be honest with you about something. ChatGPT can write your training plan, a good one actually. It can calculate your calories, it will structure your training plan, it will tell you when to sleep. If you want a training plan, I'll save us both the time and I'll send you the link right now. But the man that I told you about earlier, he said something I will never forget. When I offered him the same thing, he said, no, I want what you're talking about. Because he finally understood something that changes everything. The plan was never the problem. He could have found a plan in 5 minutes. What he couldn't find anywhere, in any app, in any program, is someone who can help him figure out why he keeps stopping and how to become the man who never stops. That is what I do, and no AI in the world does that. My name is Peter Krstev, you can call me Peter. I'm not gonna spend much time talking about myself, but I will tell you this. There was a point in my life that I had nothing. I was living on the streets, no home, toxic environment, and choices that I'm not proud of. The thing that pulled me out was training and the discipline that comes with it. Not the exercise, but the identity. That experience is why I understand something that most coaches don't. Fitness is not a physical challenge, it's a character challenge. I spent the last 6 years working with business leaders, entrepreneurs, executives, mostly men, who are exceptional at everything, except taking care of themselves. And I've helped over 100 of them to change that. I've been recognized as a UK's National Fitness and Nutrition Coach of the Year twice, and also was awarded the Excellence in Healthcare Award in Dubai. But the recognition that means the most for me doesn't come from judges, it comes from men who tell me that their kids, their wives are proud of them again. I want to give you something real today, not a pitch, a framework. I call it the Peak Performance Protocol. This is the actual system I use with every client. 5 segments that must work together. Segment 1, the elite mindset. Why you're doing this, not the surface reason, the real reason. What you're willing to change and what you believe about yourself. Without this, nothing else holds. Segment 2, training and movement. 3 to 5 workouts a week, structured, efficient, designed for a full life, 10,000 steps a day, not just because it sounds good, but because movement changes your biology. Segment 3, nutrition. No calorie counting, just smart portion control, eating in a way that fuels performance without obsessing over numbers. Food should work for you and not be the problem that's stopping you. Segment 4, the roadmap. Your distinct phases: the priming phase, the diet phase, the reverse diet, and the performance phase. Most people get this wrong. They stay in a deficit for too long or too aggressive, and then they wonder why they regain everything. This roadmap will stop that from happening. Segment 5, tracking and accountability. What's measured gets managed. You measure what matters: progress, energy, performance, not just the number on the scales. Now I have a course that walks you through every single one of these segments. You can watch it in under 2 hours, and you can find the link in the description or scroll down to the bottom of this page. But I want to be honest with you about something. 90% of the men who follow this course never reach their goals. Not because it's wrong, because knowing is not the same as doing. It's like reading the manual for a car and then jumping into traffic. The manual is accurate. The problem is you've never done it before, and no manual in the world will ever prepare you for the first difficult junction in a rainy night. Method B is where I come in. Instead of trying to implement every single segment yourself into a schedule that's already busy, into a life that doesn't slow down and a mind that's full of other worries, you work directly with me. Just me and you one-to-one. Not a program, not a portal, not automated check-ins from someone you've never met. A real partnership. That kind that I know your name, I know your schedule, your challenges, your obstacles, your goals, and I'm in your corner every single day. The journey starts from the moment we have our first conversation. We build your foundation in the first 30 to 60 days. We work through your diet phase over 3 to 5 months. We protect your results with a reverse diet, and then we move into peak performance where you don't just look different, you operate differently. The protocol has 3 pillars: smart portion control, eating that is sustainable for a man with a busy life, no tracking apps and no obsessing over calories. Pace, workouts designed around your schedule, efficient, 3 to 4 hours a week maximum. Gain, the lifestyle optimization that most coaches completely ignore: sleep, stress, your environment, the things around you that make the good habits harder or easier. And through all of it, you have unlimited access to me. Calls, messages, emails, 365 days a year, because the results don't wait for your next scheduled session. Let me show you what this actually looks like. These are real men, business owners, executives, professionals, not people with 6 hours a day to train. People like you, men who had tried before and stopped, and then worked with me and didn't stop. And every year the men I work with come together for a retreat. This is what some of them had to say.
In our time working together, Peter helped me to obviously lose weight. I lost like 25 kilos altogether.
If you want results, and you've tried lots of other things and you're just frustrated and you're not getting where you want to be, I would give Peter a go, because for me, I needed to see results. And I'm really happy where I am today.
I can't recommend Peter enough, because he'll stick with you through the goals. Peter helped me to get my energy level up, to get my focus back on my exercise, and to really turn my life into a place where I'm putting more of a priority on exercise and well-being rather than just staying alive.
I would highly recommend working with Peter for everyone who wants to make a change in his lifestyle and health condition. Working with him has been a breeze, and it really helped a lot.
These are not men who just lost weight. These were men who decided what they wanted to be and then became that person. I understand that trust takes time, and I'm asking you to trust me before you even see your results. So here is what I'm willing to do. If you put in the work, you follow the systems, and we don't deliver, I'll give you all the money back. 100% money back guarantee, no arguing and no conditions. And I will go one step further. If you ever feel like your time was wasted, not because it was hard, but because I personally let you down, I will pay you $1,000. I can offer you this because in 6 years I've never needed to. The system works, but only for men who are willing to let it work. I want to tell you what I really do. I work with men who spend years telling themselves the story that one day they'll sort it out. One day when the business is more stable, when the kids are older, when things slow down. But you've reached a point, maybe it's now, maybe it was a while ago, when you started to realize something very uncomfortable. Things are not going to slow down. And if you wait for that moment, it's never coming. The men who get in their 50s and 60s in great shape, fully present, with great energy, they didn't get there by finding the perfect moment. They got there by deciding clearly once and without looking back. That's what I help men do. Not to lose 30 pounds, not to build a six-pack. Develop the character that makes stopping no longer an option. If that's what you're looking for, I would love to speak with you. If you've already booked a call, I'm looking forward to it. Come ready to be honest, not with me, but with yourself. That conversation changes everything. If you haven't booked yet, the link is below. It takes 30 seconds. My name is Peter and I'll see you soon.